Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. It's a spiritual show where I come live every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, just to help you guys get high vibe. And then I dive into some personal mini reads for those of you who are able to join live. And so, for those of you who can't join live, I always start the show with a general message from Spirit, so that you can come back and watch it, hear what you need to hear, see what you need to feel, so that you can, first of all, get happy. Second of all, take your next step in life. Third, enjoy the journey towards your desired end goal. So if you're live, say hello. If you're watching the replay afterwards, also say hello. Give me a quick second to tag everyone, and then we will get started. How are you doing over there, Hamwell? Who's live? Yo, Nadia made it again. How are you? I wonder where our friend who was. Asked for fertility help. I wonder how she's doing. Facebook, work with me. Yeah, how are you, Nadia? Who else is live? Thanks for coming, Nadia. I'm going to assume that means that you like the show. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I got my tarot cards, I got everything. So, guys, if you want to meditate with me, go ahead and close your eyes. Just bringing your focus to this present moment. Bringing your awareness to your chair and your body, making contact with whatever it is you're sitting on. And go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. There's not much to say today other than put your focus on what it is you want. Feel into the vibration of it for a couple minutes. You could either do it, inner being, show me what it feels like to have XYZ in my life. Show me what it feels like to be doing XYZ. Or you can, I'm ready to have blank in my life, and then write how would you feel once it came in. And all those feeling states, you can either notice how you already have that, or you can intervene. Show me what it feels like to feel successful. Show me what it feels like to be worthy of romantic gestures. Show me what it feels like to be getting a kiss every day if you're manifesting a lover. Just feel into your desire a couple minutes a day, and then get right back into your day to day. Many of you who are thinking you're having worthiness issues or downward spiraling, it's you just either don't have enough to do to occupy your time. So pick up a hobby, go on walks, say hi to new people on your walks, pick up a cookbook, cook stuff. If you already have all your food cook for friends and say, oh, I made this extra so-and-so. Would you like some? Feel into it for a couple minutes a day, and then re-immerse yourself back into just living in your day-to-day. I'm sitting on a chair. I'm watching a YouTube video. It's just about getting your focus present, so that when your inner being, when your inner guidance system sends you an impulse, an inspired action that will get you to where you want to go, you'll hear it. Many of you are one or two inspired actions away from what it is you want. That's our wish for you to hear today. And we'll go into mini reads. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Mario, you are new, but I think I've seen your name before in the past. Karen, you made it. Oh my God, I'm so happy you made it. And I'm still going to do this show every day next week, guys. Well, every weekday. Okay, so let's go into, or does anyone have any comments on the general? It looks like people are already asking their questions. Okay, Karen, do you have a more specific one? All right, Spirit, anything else general? Anything? Okay, no, they're definitely saying do Karen first. Good morning, Karen. So what is your specific question, Karen? I missed a few days because I forgot the time change here. Oh, where do you live, Nadia? Hey, next week, Nadia, America catches up to the time change. So you might have to, I don't know, figure that out. You're in London. Okay, our time change happens next week. So just, I don't know. I don't know if we go forward or backwards. Honestly, Americans are notoriously bad at that. Karen, okay, let Spirit lead the way. What does Karen most need to hear today? Okay, Karen, you're not enjoying your friend circle, your community that you have as much as you can, even if it's just like one person or one casual person. There's a bit of like dismissing the friendship and community that you do have instead of focusing on it and relishing it, because that's how it grows. That's how you get more of it. Our American timeline falls forward 1 hour. Oh, we go forward 1 hour. That American's good at it. This one's not. So it will move forward an hour. Good luck. We move forward an hour next week. Yeah, they're strongly saying if you want more communities, notice how you already have it. And it could be as simple as when you're at the grocery store. That was so nice and kind of that young man to bag my groceries. That was one thing that Kelly did when she was at the grocery store recently. Kelly brought her own bag. She put it down and said, oh, can we put as much as we can in my own bag? The lady saw that it had a short handle, and that Kelly had two other bags. So the lady waited for Kelly to finish paying, held the bag up so that Kelly could slide her arm in and put it on her shoulder. Kelly just looked at that and went, oh, put her arm in and went, thank you so much. She took a moment to put her hands on and go, thank you so much. The other lady went, you're welcome. Closed her eyes and went, you're welcome. That's what grows it, Karen. And then the lady held it out so she could put one on her arm and then one in her hand, knowing that she was going to have to hold them that way. That's how you grow it, Karen. Okay. Yeah, and it's kind of like, Karen, you're pretty much manifesting friends. And it's like, once you kind of do that and get your friend in here and you have one solid like friendship companionship, that's when you're going to start being creative again to think. So it's kind of like, either appreciate and acknowledge the current friend that you have, then you'll start feeling creative again, or focus on getting that in. And they're saying, okay, and for a while, Karen, Kelly was even a place of, oh, I've got these friends, but they don't like going out anymore. They're all having kids and just staying in. I'm never going to meet anyone. And then she finally said, okay, I know your daughter's old enough. You guys want to start going out on a little date again. I'll watch her for an hour and a half for you guys. And she's appreciating, like, I'm bonding with this baby that when the baby's older, I'll have a younger companion. And they're asking, do you see that? Happy birthday, Mario. Okay. Yeah, and it's funny, Karen, once you either like sink in and really either appreciate the friend or call the friend in, you're going to have someone to focus on in terms of like, well, how do I make their life better? What could I do something to make them feel loved? Is there something I could do to help them around their home life? It's just going to give you something to do, which is going to make you feel better and good. And then it's followed by the Two of Lotuses, which means a love, relationship, ooh la la. Um, Yeah, Karen, this is funny. Normally your reads are work related. This one's definitely relationship and work related. But so Karen, like that's it. It's almost as if like I don't want to say it's gonna be snippety snap. It's not far off if you do just bring your focus into enjoying the community and friendship that you have. And then like really sink into that was so like I'm making some new friends right now, and some of my old friends don't really like my style of cooking, right? Like when I make spaghetti, I want to make it with zucchini noodles. And they're like, no, it's too healthy. So my new friends, I was like, "Oh, well, I really like making zucchini noodles and lamb meatballs." They were like, "Oh my god, that sounds like such delicious cooking. Like, please, you must bring that over for us." I'm dramatizing it a little bit. Um, I had this feeling of like, "Oh my god, someone wants to eat my style of cooking because I love cooking for people." And I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to make it." And I have people who want to eat it with me. Like, that's the vibe you gotta get in. Once you're there, then it'll be like then quickly we'll follow the romance journey for you. All right, that is your message. Karen, if you have any other questions, feel free to type them in here. I will be happily do another spread for you. Okay, so over here, I think I saw Nadia. I didn't see your question, but I saw Antoinette's. I'm gonna assume you're still live, Antoinette. Since yesterday, I've been feeling this now. You feeling like I'm supposed to do something regarding my winter guy. Any clarity? Yeah, Karen, feel free to comment though or ask another. Well, I can tell you what's causing a little bit of anxiety is the thing is the thinking, why isn't he doing X anymore? Why isn't he doing this anymore? You're just noticing like everything he's not doing anymore. Um, I hate to say this, Antoinette. I really do. It's worth a little bit more energy and effort on your part. What's causing the anxiety is noticing like what he's not doing anymore. When instead your focus should be on, well, I have someone who's in my life and somewhat responsive and somewhat of a good vibe between us. I want an idea of how I can make him feel loved. I want an idea of how I can make him feel appreciated. So it's like you're going to learn as many lessons as you can with this person. And the next lesson is recognizing that a lot of relationships, as much as they're about like receiving the good feel and romance and having someone else to focus on you positively, it's also about recognizing that there's someone for you to focus on positively. Like, guys, I'm actually starting to realize like I actually really do love cooking. I love looking through recipe books and going, oh my God, I want to make this. And then it's like, okay, well, who do I have to cook this for? Who do I have that will come over and eat this with me? Right now, my place is not set up for hosting. So it's who has a place that can host that will want to eat what I cook. And it's like the fun and the excitement that I get to do this hobby that I like doing and someone likes enjoying it with me. Like that's what you're learning with him. Um, and it's even if it's something that you know is short term or medium term, it's still it feels so good to have someone to cook this for because and this goes to like Karen and her relationship too. So anyone who wants more relationship, the more that this feels so fun to be cooking this to you and I'm going to a beautiful house to eat this with some people, enjoy some good conversation. And people who want to eat my cooking, the more that you get in that, the more that you're naturally in the vibe of that for someone else. So as much as you're like aware of what you want in your other partner and what you want them to bring to the table and like actions you want them to take towards you, now it's time to start to become aware of how do you want to spoil your man? How do you want to act towards them? And they're asking, do you see that? Yes, Karen, exactly. So if you bask on that, that was so fun seeing people dressed up last night. That was so fun having someone to walk with. It was so fun hearing their laughter. It was so fun watching them trade candy with each other. Universe, I do like that. I give me more people who want to go on walks with me. I like going on walks. I am looking for someone to just, I had a girlfriend for a while who was coming over every morning, and I'm like, wow, this is so nice. Like, I like having someone to eat breakfast with every day. The more that you bask on that, the more it's going to come in. Exactly. But Karen, feel free to keep going. Yeah, I understand. Send me a few ideas, Spirit. Messages and food come to mind. Massages and food come to mind. Perfect. So you got your ideas. The important part here is to get your ideas. It's not like you sit there and go, what's my idea, universe? I'm dramatizing. I'm not making fun of you, Antoinette. I'm just dramatizing it because I actually was in this funk for a while. And I was like, well, universe, like, you're not giving me ideas. And then I heard them say, you're not asking us, you're not telling us what you want ideas for. And then it was, oh my God, I realized I used to pre-funk go, how can I show this person love in this moment? How can I make them feel loved this week? How can I make them feel loved this month? I wonder how I can make them feel special. I wonder how I can make them feel supported. And that's when you get the continuous stream of ideas. And Antoinette, when you get there, there's a fun line. Oh, I could do this, this, this. Okay, universe, enough ideas. I want to do this one. Because you don't want to get manic. We're just living in idea land. Because that's that first stage of consciousness we've been talking about in our one-on-ones, which, by the way, next week I know how to explain that to you. You want to get into the third stage, which is like Zen, enlightenment, Satori, which is where it's there's so many fun things I could do with this person. This is the one I'm choosing to do right now. When you hit that, that's likely when you'll be done with Winter Guy too. Likely you're always free will. You can choose to learn more lessons from them. Okay, Antoinette, does that make sense? And who's the other person live? Is it Nadia or is it Mario? You got it? Okay. Is it Nadia? You're welcome. Enjoy your weekend. Is it Nadia? Who's the other person live? You're here. Okay. Did you write? Oh, you did write my question. Ooh, but Nadia's turn. My question is, are there any messages around finance for me? Okay, so Nadia, I'm going to help you be a little bit more specific and intentional. Because that goes on to what I was just saying to Antoinette. Well, universe, I'm bored. Give me some ideas. No, you got to be, universe, I'm feeling a little bored. I want some ideas for fun stuff to cook. Universe, I'm a little bored. I want some ideas to connect with my friends more deeply. Universe, I'm bored. I want some ideas that'll help my friends feel loved. Universe, I'm ready for more finances in my life. I'm ready to get out of feeling poverty and to make more. I'm ready to feel worthy of passive income. Hey, Brandon. Oh, is that Brandon? Yeah, it's High Vibe Mornings, Brandon. It's just to help everyone get a high vibe. I always start the show with a general. So if you can't join live, Brandon, you can at least come back and listen to the general. And then I dive into free mini reads for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I then ask people to super chat, suggested $20 to keep the show going. Hey, Brandon, is there anything about, like, I'm a Capricorn and that whole Pluto leaving for 16 years, isn't there like a little bit still in November? Do I need to know anything? It's funny, I actually do feel more lined up with my life mission and actually ready to go. But how have you been? How are you? How's your girlfriend? Did you ever go to OSHA? Or if I'm pronouncing it correctly? Yes, I'm working on the passive income side right now. Okay, so is your question then, Spirit, I'm ready to increase my passive income. What do I need to hear to increase my passive income? What do I need to hear to feel worthy of my passive income? What do I need to do? I keep going up and then down, up and then down. How do I stabilize it? Just a little bit more. I'm just helping you become a little bit more intentional. Oh, guys, and I love it when the number of people who are live matches the number of likes. You guys are amazing and awesome. Yeah, Prachi, right now I'm focusing on Nadia. And then I think if Brandon has a question. And just so you know, I do this every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, America has a spring forward next week. So if you're not in America, the time might be different for you. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time in America's time. And I do the first 30 minutes for free. I channel general message from spirit. So if you can't join live, you can always rewatch that. And then I go into free mini reads after 30 minutes. I do ask for, okay, Nadia. Oh, cool. We're in San Diego. I don't know if I need it, Brandon. I guess I was just more if it was on the top of your head right now. I was a little curious. I just want to know that day where I'm going to be like super lined up and charged. I know it's happening someday this month. Nadia, okay, so what you missed, I guess there was an advert. Okay, I'm just going to pull the cards for you. But guys, it is helpful if you're a little more intentional. Like Spirit, I'm really focused on growing my passive income right now, and I'm feeling unworthy of it. How do I feel worthy? Spirit, I'm growing my passive income. Thank you so much for this $10 a month. How do I grow it? Universe, I really love this passive income. I've been growing. I recognize that as it's getting higher, other areas of my life are crashing. Can you help me stabilize so that I can be my zone of genius and enjoy all areas of my life going well? So it's just about being a little bit more intentional in what it is you're manifesting so you can call in better information. Otherwise, it's kind of like a sitting there going, well, I know I want more passive income. Spirit, what do I need to hear? Like when you're in that synchronistic flow of like manifesting in flow state, ask, receive, ask, receive. It's when you're putting all the rocks of desires out. When you put out 10 questions, you're going to get 10 answers. You might hear 6 or 7 of them, but you see how you're in action already. When you don't really put a question forward, you're just like, well, I want passive income. Anything, Spirit? Anything? Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so hey, Valentina, what's up? You made it. I'm so focused on growing passive income streams and getting them started and maintaining them. Okay, so she wants help getting her passive incomes streams started and then maintaining them. Ooh, I'm a little tired. And then Valentina. Okay, everyone who's left though, go ahead and just type in your questions because I want to get to as many people as I can in the free portion of the show. The first 30 minutes is always free. After that, I do start asking for suggested $20 donations to either keep the show going longer or if you want a personal question. Okay, so Nadia, I'm focused on growing passive income streams and getting them started and maintaining them. Also calling in the money people owe me. Okay, so growing her passive income. Wow. Well, you have a lot of good stuff ahead of you, Nadia. I don't know what your current situation is, but it does not look like you're in a bad place at all right now. There's a little bit of you need to make peace with where you're at. And it looks like there's a little bit of needing to forgive something from the past. So maybe you made a bad financial decision in the past, or maybe you had, dang, if I'd only worked that year and if I only kept up what I was doing and didn't take that year off, I would have had more money by now. You need to make peace with that. Whether that's your example or not, this is just example's sake. Like, hey, I needed a year break. That was the best year break for me because it gave me a recharge. It gave me a sense of boundaries. In that year, I learned boundaries. In that year, I was able to relax and stop taking on other people's problems as my own. So there's a little bit of needing to make peace with the past and like kind of bring it into alignment. But once you do that, you got the 10 of trees. And that 10 of trees is where there is like love, friendship, family in your life, as well as love. Once you make peace with it, then you're going to start seeing, because it's kind of like when there's something from your past that's like nagging you or like, regret, it takes up a certain amount of your brain space. So now you're only operating from this much instead of your full brain space. So when you forgive it and bring in high vibe, now you have that room for, oh, I actually see how I'm like gaining passive income. And they're saying right now, Nadia, when Kelly started investing in the stock market, her first time, she just threw maybe like 500 in there. So let's see what this does. When she got her first statement back and saw, oh my God, I made 56 cents in passive income in dividends. What is this? She's like, let's throw another couple hundred in it. When she got up to 269, she was like, whoa, this is cool. One day that could be 200. So you got to be willing to like celebrate the small successes too. Okay. So once you do that, Well, once you do that, it looks like you're a little caught up in so celebrate the small successes, but then it also looks like you're a little caught up in the but how, which way? Do I start an online business store? Do I invest in the stock market? Do I do short-term gains and day trading? Do I do long-term gains and enjoy long-term capital gains tax? Which, guys, that was my approach and strategy, and I got to admit, I kind of liked that. It was really fun to sell some stock. I'm like, I don't have to pay any taxes on that money. Um, but I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That's not my realm of expertise at all. That's just what I did, and I personally enjoyed it. So you're in your head, which way, which way? It's universe, show me the best way. I know that as I grow this passive income, I want to fill blank, blank, blank. So show me which one's best for me. And then from there, the ones that are on your mind, spend time researching each of them. And one of them is going to be that one feels the best. And once you kind of have that moment where you're like, okay, this is the way that feels the best for me, that's when you're going to have this like full rebirth, the phoenix. You're going to have this whole rebirth of like, oh my God, this is who I am. And once you do that, Nadia, then like, if you don't have love right now, that's when your love will come in. Or the love between, if you have someone right now, the love will grow deeper and be like, oh my God, we're like perfect for each other. And it's kind of like an example I could give you is when I first started this like 7 years ago, I was so successful the first 3 years, but then I started hiring coaches for specific help. And I was always the one who grew the fastest in the group. Everyone else was struggling. So the coaches would always push me further. They're like, double your rates, get to 1,000 an hour, fill up your masterminds. And now instead of doing 4 calls a week, shorten it to 3 calls a week. And I was like, but what am I going to do with my time if I'm not seeing clients? They're like, Kelly, that's the point. This is your worthiness issue of not feeling worthy of money. You go do whatever it is you want. That's the point, to take like 1 call a week and make all the money you want. If you don't feel worthy of that, then there's something wrong with you. And I'm like, first of all, you guys aren't even at that place of taking 1 call a week. And like, truth be told, it's like, I feel best. Like, I like helping people through emotional issues. I like doing spiritual things. I like doing psychology things. I enjoy spending my time in that way. I'm a happier person when I have more calls on my schedule full, when I have workshops with people signed up who can't afford one-on-one rates. So I actually lowered my rates. My one-on-ones are only $300 right now. And I feel better when they get booked and I'm helping people and I have things on my calendar. I'm like, oh, I love this. That's more me. Okay, I hope that helped. Let's see. Whoop, whoop. I have taken about a year off because I burnt out and now I'm a little worried, but not at a dire place. I've started some affiliate marketing stuff to see how that works. I do a bit of all the ones you mentioned. I've been single for about 4 years. Okay, so you are at a place of focusing. The universe, help me focus in. For now, I've picked affiliate marketing. Help me enjoy this more. Help me monetize this more. Help show me how this can more quickly grow. Help show me what it would take to truly make this successful, to get to making 1,000 a month from this. Put your focus there. What idea comes, act on it, and then you'll be in the ask, receive, ask, receive. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more and in the free portion of the show, and then after that, it will be, if you guys want me to answer your question, it will be, I suggested $20 super chat. So Brandon, did you have a question? Let's see. Spirit, who am I answering? Love the passive income question, applies to me. I'm concentrating on my podcast, so it can help me getting into alignment with it. Okay, Valentina. So what can help me get into alignment with taking my next action step? So for the person who's asking, did I get laid off? How will I get a new job soon, please? Everyone who's asking, how do I get this? Will me and Donovan get back together? I'm going to focus on Valentina, but this is very much like a synchronistic kind of thing. So what I say to them, you'll hear things that will help you. What do I need to hear to get in alignment to take my next step? What do I need to hear to get into alignment to receive my desired outcome? Wow. Well, number one, Valentina, just embrace that there's going to be contrast as you do this. And that's step 6, law of attraction. It's where you go, okay, I get it. I'm never going to feel fully comfortable doing this. This is one of those things that I'm just going to have to do. And in time, I'll see that it gets easier and easier and easier. I embrace that there's contrast. I embrace that I'm probably never going to like doing this. Well, my family can see it. And I know, I think some of them don't like it. So I'm just going to embrace that contrast is there and recognize that I can still manifest. It is absolutely possible to manifest while feeling bad. My inner being is guiding me. So there's still a little bit of not still a little, this is actually new. Um, get into enjoying what you like about spirituality. Oh, it's so fun to feel guided. I love it when I get ideas and I get ideas and then I get results from it. It feels so good. Just the idea of feeling guided and doing things with my mind mentally that then change my vibration, that then I see changes my emotional state, that then trickles into a change in my physical environment. Sometimes it's really fun to work on any kind of emotional issue in a spiritual way because it's a softer, gentler way to work with it than say psychology where you just pound it out and talk about it. So I enjoy that you can get a lot of profound personal growth from it. One of the things that Kelly likes about law of attraction, Valentina, is she goes, it's an emotional navigation system that no matter where you're at, as long as you navigate things emotionally, you can still get the things that you want. And I like that it's a personal development kind of program without having to talk about the word boundaries, narcissist. Step 4 law of attraction is when you're in the synchronistic flow, ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive. But it also has a component of when you're so in your ideal vibration that other people can't influence it. So when you're so strong in your knowing, clients are signing up. I'm working with a lot of clients. If someone goes, no one's going to sign up to work with you, you charge too much, it doesn't influence you at all. Kelly loves that. She's like, the law of attraction is a personal development system as well. And it doesn't talk about those deep, dark, heavy stuff. It's because it makes it less personal. It's not like a boundaries. You don't have to feel guilty for betraying your mom. It's step 4 law of attraction. Universe, show me how to be more in my vibration of success, of accomplishment, of feeling proud of myself, of feeling good, of receiving money, and help me get to the point of being able to do this so much that even if other people don't have this same belief as me, it doesn't even phase me. Do you see? Can you kind of see? So it's like embracing, this is why I love my spirituality. Um, Once you do that, it's kind of like things will start to simmer for you. Like you've turned the oven on, right? And now you're going to start seeing some of the bubbles. So you'll see it start to, oh, hey, people are showing up to my live, right? Like Valentina, obviously someday do I want way more people on this show? Yeah, yes, I do. But right now it's like cool. I have a cool group of people. Nadia, you're one of them. Antoinette, you're another one. I'm like, they show up almost every day. I'm like, that is so cool. I love it. So you're going to start to see those little bubbles coming up from like the analogy of putting something on the stove. Enjoy that bubble. I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. And every time I see like a heart go up, I'm like, oh, someone's appreciating this show. That means I'm spending my time in a good way. And woohoo, so far there's been $80 in super chats. Okay. And hi, everyone who's coming on. We are in the part of the show. I always go live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. If you're not in America, we're doing a time change next week. We move forward an hour. So 11 a.m. Eastern time, the first 30 minutes is always free. After that, I do ask for suggested $20 super chat for me to answer your personal question. So we are into the page. I'm going to finish this reading, and these are synchronistic. So as I'm working on Valentina's question, it does tend to help everyone. So a lot of times you could hear your message when I'm reading for someone else. But if not, now would be a good time to smash that super chat and then ask your question, because then I'll hop right to yours right after this one. If I don't see a super chat, we'll just end the show. And you can come join live on Monday, though, when it's free again. Okay, so, but Valentina, then there's the example they're saying is, does Kelly really enjoy the days where there's like, oh man, people super chatted? And then there's days where it's like, oh man, no one super chatted. Does that get to her a little bit? Yes. Is that awareness for her of, oh, I'm not fully mastering step 4, which is my vibration of success. So it's awareness of universe. That means help me feel successful. So it gives her point of focus for where to grow her vibrations. But then it also gives her hey, there's going to be contrast as I grow this. And then it's which one when you feel the contrast, can you get to the clarity? Oh, I'm ready to feel good about myself and my show, no matter what dollar amount comes in. I'm obviously ready for tangible results, universe. So start helping me. Listen to what we said earlier in the show. Start helping me come up with ideas of how I can serve people in a free way and in a paid way. I'm ready to serve more people in a free way as well as more people in a paid way. So help guide me to the programs that they would like. Guide me to the programs that my audience needs right now. That way you'll be in the ask, receive, ask, receive. Contrast is always giving you clarity. And then when you see the embers of what you like, make sure to fan the flame, so to speak. And once you practice that for a little bit, Valentina, you're going to get back. You got the commander card. So you're going to get back into that, like, I've got this. It's going to be that remembrance of, oh my God, not only do I remember who I am, I did choose to come down to the spiritual life, but like, I know how my system works. And there was nothing more humbling one time than, it was months ago, or maybe like a year. I don't know. It was for a while ago, a long, long time ago. I don't have the best sense of time. I had someone just like look at me and go, I don't believe in this law of attraction stuff that you do. But after listening to you for a while, it seems like a solid system. It seems like you're just misapplying it. And I remember saying, well, that's an oversimplification. And the person just looked at me and said, well, most answers are simple. The simple answer is 99% of the times the answer. Like that kind of stung a little. And then I went, oh my God, that person's right. So then I just started, okay, I need to write a satisfaction. What are 10 things I find satisfying? I was like, well, I find it satisfying that I have water right here. I find it satisfying that someone else built this software for me to go live and to connect with people who need my help. I find it satisfying the first private reading I got. And I just started like meditating and doing it a little bit. And then the idea came to me, play the color game. If you guys are new to manifesting, I always encourage the color game. Universe, show me the color yellow when you're out on a walk. And then when you start to see yellow, it's like, oh, that's right. That's how you manifest. Don't do the color white, guys. When I did that, I saw all the cigarette butts on the floor. So I was like, I will never ask to see the color white again. Yeah, so once you kind of see, oh, that's right, contrast isn't bad. Contrast is a clarifier. And once you see yourself navigate the contrast a couple times again, that's when you're going to you're just not going to feel alone and isolated. It's almost as if you're going to feel that rush of spirit coming back in and going, oh my God, I'm always guided. I need to start asking them what I want guidance on again. I need to start giving them direction on what I want again. You're going to have that rush of like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I can do this. All right, Valentina, do you have any other following questions on that or anything? And I'm going to say bye to Facebook. Have a good weekend. See you guys Monday. And if someone else wants me to answer, I'm going to wait for Valentina's follow-up thoughts, questions, comments. If anyone else wants me to answer their personal question, I do ask for a super chat. Or you can come back on Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and try to get your question in on the free part of it. Bye, Instagram. Have a great weekend. You too, Nadia. See you Monday, hopefully. Thanks for coming, Nadia, and hanging out as much as you have. It does feel good to know that someone likes this show. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much. Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know a commercial would play for you. I guess I thought I would get like a little warning or notice or something. Okay, so Valentina, you might have had to have gone back to work. So I'm just either waiting for Valentina's questions, comments, clarifiers, or if someone else wants to. Oh, really? How often do they pop up, Nadia, in this like 40-minute show? How many have you seen? I assume they're like at least under 30 seconds, right? It's a little annoying, but I just watch it again later. 4 times. Okay, so they show up like every 7-8 minutes. That's not too bad. I wonder if I have an option to put them in there or not. I know I have the option to monetize it or not. I don't know. All right, I don't see Valentina's question, so I assume she had to go back to work. But I thank you. I love you all. Thanks for coming in. If I see a super chat in like the next 10 seconds, I'll answer your question. If not, I do this every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. The first 30 minutes is always free. They didn't used to show up during lives. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, so that's a new feature then of YouTube. Well, I'm going to say I do apologize for your interrupted experience, But I also do see how that's a way that a show like this could be supported without even needing super chats. So it's a mixed bag there, It's a mixed bag. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you for coming to High Vibe Monday. See you guys. High Vibe mornings. See you guys Monday.